Osama bin Javaid is back with us from the Al Jazeera Forum. Osama, the Gaza issue, as you told us moments ago, remains a priority issue for the region, the priority issue at this summit that you are at. You're working the room there, I know. Who are you hearing from now?
Well, we've been speaking to a number of people, and the issue about Gaza remains crucial here. Not just the issue of Palestine, but what happens to the legality of this entire process, what happens to the prisoners, what happens to the bodies. There's a lot that you've been hearing from the Israeli side, but the Palestinian side usually does not get a voice in the room. And to say that and discuss that further, we have Hassan Jabareen, who is the Director General of Adalah, rights organization. Thank you very much for taking the time. We were just discussing about the situation that is in Gaza right now. From a legal perspective, how many Palestinians are still missing or are believed to be under the custody of Israel even after all of the captives have been released?
Yeah, you have thousands that they are missing, and we don't know until now whether they are in the hand of Israel inside or they are buried, and there is no way also to know them. And Israel doesn't give information about that. In fact, Israel also took also administrative detention persons, thousands. We are speaking about 3,000. And they have also another category which called illegal combatant persons. And also there you have thousands, and they don't release information about them. And today, even there is no serious and deep access to the lawyers in order to meet them. Israel limit even the right of lawyers to access and to meet those persons. Now, regarding the other group that they want to enter Gaza from Rafah also, here the international law is very, very clear. Every person is entitled to return to his country. And in fact, the Universal Declaration of 1948 and the International Covenant of Civil and Political Rights emphasize this right. Every person has the right to leave and to return to his country. In fact, we can see those people that they are not allowed to enter as internal displaced person. And the international law said regarding war, immediately after the ceasefire, they have to be allowed. But Israel prohibit this group to come back.
You're operating in Palestine. You're operating within the confines of the law and using Israeli law to make that point.
Right.
Tell me, what is the real situation on the ground? Are you able to go to Israeli courts? Are you able to challenge these decisions? And is there any international umbrella or cover that it helps you in the issues that you're highlighting?
This is a very good question, because during the war also, we really filed petition to Israeli Supreme Court with Israeli human rights organizations, and the Israeli Supreme Court wasn't ready and willing to give effective remedy to us, to the victims. And we filed petitions about the right of prisoners to eat, not to be starving. And we filed petition about the injured people to enter East Jerusalem.
You're talking about the bodies that are being right.
And now we are dealing about the right of families to get their bodies. Now, during the war, Israel took many bodies, not just from Gaza, bodies from the West Bank, people that they were killed by Israeli forces from the West Bank, from Jerusalem, and Palestinian citizens of Israel. We asked to return the bodies to the family. This is the right, human rights of the family to bury their dears. And the Israeli Supreme Court said, well, Israel is entitled to keep those bodies and to use them for negotiation with Hamas as long as Hamas keep Israeli hostages. So this was the reason. Now, all the Israeli hostages were freed. All of them came back, including the Israeli bodies came back. Now, we open this track again, and we are now heading to the Supreme Court. Next week, we are going, within 2 weeks, we are going to file petition to Israeli Supreme Court and to say, okay, the war ended, there is no hostages to negotiate, and thus the bodies should be returned back to the families. Here it's important to say this is the only country in the world that keep bodies as card for negotiation. And there is no country in the modern history that kept bodies of its citizens. Now we are speaking about bodies also of Palestinian citizens of Israel, that their bodies were kept by Israeli for negotiating with them, meaning Israel referred to Palestinian citizens as enemy.
Hassan Jabareen, thank you very much for those insights. And these are the kind of conversations that you're hearing over and over again from various actors, whether they are government representatives or representatives of the civil society, about how the situation is unbearable for the Palestinians. And obviously those representing Palestinians say that they are standing in fortitude, making sure that they stay in their country, and those who've been evicted or want to go back have the right to return.
Osama bin Javaid, reporting from the Al Jazeera Forum here in Doha. Thank you very much, Osama.
Don't miss out. Get a full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.